Hello everyone, I am Avinash Darshan, Assistant Professor, Department of Botany, Sri Shivaji Science College, Amravati. Welcome you all to my today's lecture, and that is the organic manure. As nowadays you can see there is a trade of organic farm, and for that purpose, the main component that is the organic manure. So it become one of the important aspect of today's farming, that is how to form the organic manures and what are different types of these organic manures. So let's start with today's topic, that is the organic manures. While if we go through this topic, first of all we should know what the organic manure it means. Now this word organic manure it had been derived from two different words. The first one that is the organic and the second one that is the manure. First, if we talk about the organic, then the organic it means it is relating to or derived from any living matter, whether it will be any plant like fruit, vegetable, stem, leaf, etc. Or whether it may be derived from any animal like cow dung, litter, or any other byproduct. So organic means it is relating to or derived from any living organism. Now, the second one that is the manure. Manure, it is the animal dung which has been used to increase the fertility of the soil. So, organic manure, it means that the organic matter means any derived or relative matter from the organism which has been used to increase the fertility of the soil, then it is known as the organic manure. Now, these organic manures, they have been used nowadays in a very prompt manner. But there is a misconception which there is a difference between the fertilizers and the manures. Now, if we are talking about the fertilizers, then the fertilizers they are the mainly inorganic and are manufactured materials. And most of the fertilizers they contain the nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium either in a single or in a combination. While if you are talking about the manures, then these manures they are the organic matters that have been derived from any plant and animal waste. Means they do not have any inorganic content and they are formed naturally. So there is a basic difference between the fertilizer and manure. That is, the fertilizers they may be inorganic and they may be formed or manufactured. While if we are talking about the manures, then they are mostly the natural products. Now, nowadays, as due to the use of huge amount of inorganic fertilizers, there is a very emergent risk that had been put forward in front of our life, and that is the contamination of these chemicals into our food. Along with that, the fertility of the soil it has been also deteriorating day by day due to the increased amount of these fertilizers. So, due to this excess amount, we are affecting our health and we are also deteriorating the fertility of the land. So, we must have the another option of these inorganic fertilizers. And the another option came in the form of the organic manures. In India also, these organic manures they had been used from the ancient times. In the villages, they prepare this organic manure by the use of the cow dung or any other byproduct of the animal and also from the house waste. So it become one of the alternative for these inorganic fertilizers and its production is also very simple and it is cheaper also and it is easily available at the rural places also. Actually, what it is the organic manure which is formed by the natural byproducts and it is also sustainable and increase the fertility of the soil. Now, these organic manure it can be formed by the different sources. If we are talking about how we are going to prepare this organic manure, then basic needs or the basic sources that we need are, we can prepare this organic manure by all these different type of sources, like it may be any type animal or fishes or any crop waste or any household waste. It may be a byproduct of any farming or any industry. It may be a farmyard or a dropping waste or a crop waste or a residue waste. From all these things, we can able to form this organic manure. Now, what are the different types of this organic manure? There are various types of organic manures, but in my today's lecture, I had taken some of the major usable and important types of organic manures. And these are the first one, that is the farmyard manure, green manure, crop residue manure, vermicompost manure, and home compost manure. So let's first we start with the first one, and that is the farmyard manure. The farmyard manure is a decomposed mixture of the cattle dung or its urine along with the straw, litter, or any other waste part of the animal or the fodder. So here you can see in the farmyard, there is a particular type of animals like the cow. From this, we can prepare the farmyard manure. All the waste from this farmyard, they can be utilized for the preparation of the organic manure. Now, it is highly useful and some of its properties are like the farmyard manures, it is rich in nutrients. When cow dung and the urine, they are mixed, then they are become a rich content for the plant nutrient. Along with that, it is having the availability of the potassium and the phosphorus, which increases their amount in the particular field, so that the fertility of the field also get increases. And the application of the FIM is increasing day by day because it increases the fertility of the soil. Now, what is the nutritional status of this farmyard manure? These farmyard manure, they having the appropriate amount of all the nutrients that are required by the plants, like nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, sulfur, zinc, copper, magnesium, and iron. Means all the nutrients that are required by the plant, they had been formed, or we can take it from this farmyard manure. Now the second one, that is the green manure. The green manure is a concept which arises from the green leaves. So various plants and crops which have the green leaves, from that we can form a particular type of manure. These green manure crops, they can be cutted and they can be mixed with the soil and other contents, or we can bury them in the ground where they were kept for a particular period, and after some time or after some days, we found a green manure which is having all the properties that enhances the fertility of the soil. While for the green manure crops, there are selective type of crops which have been used for the preparation of this green manure for a high quality green manure production. These are, that is the Crotalaria juncea, Sesbania rostrata, cowpea, cluster bean, and Sesbania aculetica. So these are the main crops which will be used for the production of high quality green manure. Now, these green manure, they have the highly useful properties, like it is a natural way to improve the soil fertility, first of all. Then the grow green manure, it adds the organic matter to the soil. It discourages the spread of the weeds and it helps to prevent valuable nutrients leaching from the soil. The green manuring, it is of the low cost and effective technology to increase the fertility of the land and also safeguarding the productivity. If you talk about the next one, and that is the crop residue manure. The crop residues are the non-economic plant part that had been left in the field after harvest. The harvest refuges include the straws, stubbles, stores, humps of the different crops. The crop remains are also from the various fields. Now, these crop waste, if we process them properly, then we will form the organic manure from these also. If we talk about the process, then this process, it includes that if we are having a particular type of waste like the groundnut shells or the oil cakes or the husk or the cobs of the maize or sorghum or any type of other part of the plant, then we can particularly utilize it for preparing the organic manure. Then the next one, that is the vermicompost manure. Vermicompost is an organic manure, and as you see in this particular picture, there is a presence of earthworm in the soil. So it is one of the biofertilizer. These earthworm had been used for the formation of particular type of manure by using a particular technique, and it forms a vermicompost manure. Then the feeding on biological waste material, and that is the plant residues. This compost is an odorless, clean organic material having the adequate quantity of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, and several other micronutrients. They are required for the plant. What are the requirements for this vermicompost? First of all, we need a vermi bin or a cement tank, thatch roof, polythene sheet, waste material, cow dung, water, gunny bags, plastic net, or the next one, which is very important, that is the vermi worms. And for the particular vermicompost, the raw materials, if we say, these are any type of food waste, animal waste, agro waste, or any type of plant waste. Along with that, we need the earthworm. And here you can see it is a vermicompost unit. So a particular managed unit is there in which we will perform the composting, and we will get a vermicompost which is used as the organic manure. This vermicompost is highly useful, and some of its properties are: it improves the physical structure of the soil. It improves the actual texture and physical structure of the soil. It improves the biological properties. It addition of the plant hormones such as the gibberellic acid and cytokinin auxin, along with the addition of the enzymes such as the phosphatase, cellulase, etc. Due to this, the fertility of the soil, it gets increases rapidly. Along with that, it attracts the deep boring earthworms that are already present in the soil, and they reproduce themselves, and after some time you can see that you didn't need to add the earthworm to the particular soil. Now, the next one, that is the home compost manure, means from our house. Home compost manure is the manure that has been formed by the waste of the houses. Now, any organic waste of the house plus the dried leaves, if we compost it for the 90 days, then it will get converted into the home compost manures. So, but for the composting of this particular organic matter, we need a particular assembly. So here is a particular type of assembly which is used for the formation of home compost. Here you can see in this diagram, there is the layers. The first layer it is brown, then green, then brown, then green, then brown. It means what? The particular pattern must be there for making the home compost. So we need to prepare assembly which having the different compartments. First, if we put in the raw material or waste of our house, then after some time there is a formation of different type of layers. You have to remove these layers and slowly at the end you will form that there is the formed manure at the lower end of this assembly. In India, from previous time, we can see there is a formation of these particular home compost assemblies in many villages. And not only at the ground level, at terrace also, we can use this assembly for composting. Now, if we talk about what are the benefits of this organic manure. So, first of all, the organic manure increases the organic matter of the soil. Second, the organic matter in turn releases the plant food in available form for the use of crops. The organic manure should not be seen on as a carrier of the plant food. These manures also enable the capability of the soil to hold the water and to improve the drainages in the soil and clay. They provide the organic acids that helps for the soil nutrients and make them available for the plants. And finally, the food product they have been formed by this organic manure, they are more safe and healthy. And it also increases the fertility of the soil. So there are various benefits of organic manure. If we know all about this organic manure, then finally it will lead to the organic farming. And all these aspects like the green manure, crop rotation, biological management, animal management, that is animal waste management, biofertilizers, manures, vermicompost, it all included to form an organic form. And that will provide the organic foods. So, this is all about the organic manure. If you have any question, you may ask. Thank you.